The countdown is on to King Charles and Queen Camilla's visit to the nation's capital. We're just a few hours away from their arrival, and the capital is buzzing with excitement about the visit, including a historic delivery of the throne speech by the monarch himself. An itinerary by Canadian Heritage notes that day one includes arrival at the Ottawa International Airport. King Charles and Queen Camilla will then travel to Lansdowne Park to meet community organizations and the public for 1:50 p.m. after that. The second stop of the day at Rideau Hall for 2:50, where the couple will take part in a public ceremony and tree planting, and also meet privately with Prime Minister Mark Carney and Governor General Mary Simon. Joining us now with more is royal commentator Bonnie Brownlee. Good morning, Bonnie. A 40-year relationship with the monarchy really is what you bring to us this morning, so you're the perfect person to talk to about this.
Well, yes, I worked for Prime Minister Mulroney in the PMO, and through that I met members of the royal family and spent a year at Buckingham Palace actually working with the family on communications, so you can see how successful I was at that. Right?
Well, honestly, it's interesting because earlier we talked about the monarchy and how it is trying to keep up with change.
Right.
And Charles was seen as kind of a radical by the Queen because he wanted to push for change quite a bit. He has been to Canada, has a great relationship. How many times has he been here?
He's been here about 20 times. This is his first time, though, as monarch, as king. He's been here quite a lot as Prince of Wales. I think he's been strapped a little bit by being the Prince of Wales, where you can't, you know, the royals are very good at being non-political and not stepping into the fire too much. But I think on this occasion, he is concerned for Canada as we move forward with our relationship with the United States.
Well, that's interesting. Leads me to my next question. He is delivering the speech from the throne.
Yes.
And do you expect him to touch on that strained relationship between the U.S. and Canada? Will there be a mention of Mr. Trump?
I don't feel that he will say his name out loud, but he will work his way gently and kindly around it. And it's also to strengthen our relationship with the United Kingdom and with Europe. So it's a message about Canada. We are open for business in other directions. We're not just going to the United States. We will work more with European countries, and we are part of the Commonwealth, of which there are 54 other countries.
So do we expect a very diplomatic approach to this, where if we read between the lines, we can see what he's saying?
For sure. I think he'll be fairly direct. I think he will sort of top and tail the speech with his own personal comments about things. I'm sure he will bring up his mother, the Queen Elizabeth, who meant a lot to Canadians and to this country. But it is a message. It's a political statement, frankly. The fact that he's here, it's not a state visit, it's not an official visit, it's a working business, so it's business.
So if you're talking about sovereignty, but Canada's bringing in the monarch from England, does that kind of undermine that message, or is that just a part of our history?
Well, it will to a lot. Not everyone's going to be thrilled that the king is here, but it is a reminder of the historical relevance of the monarchy to what Canada is and what this country has become. So I'm hoping people take a little bit of time and think about it historically, you know, and what it does mean and why it is relevant that he is here at this time. It doesn't mean you have to love the king, but he is part of your heritage and how we, you know, we are people, the people that we are.
I think it's interesting because it does really set us apart from the United States. This is how we are different.
Oh, and they'll be so jealous today. They love the king, they love the royals. So they'll be, you know, Trump's probably watching it today just to see what's going on and how this relationship looks today.
Bonnie, thank you so much for bringing your expertise to this. We'll have special coverage of the speech from the throne tomorrow. Delivered by King Charles III, hosted by Omar Sachedina and Vashi Kafalos. That begins at 9 a.m. Eastern on CTV News Channel.